everyone, and welcome to more Sam and Max Beyond Time and Space, Episode 2. We just saw Aloysius on the outro, and now we're on the intro, so I hope you're all buckled in, ready to go, have some snacks and some thingy-majiggers and something to satiate myself. I have a cup of coffee with me, and I have my salmon smoking in the smoker, and praying no bear comes and mugs me. Little bastards. So we're going to head and start with episode 2. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Yeah, snacks are very important in the night owl.
We made pretty good time coming back from the North Pole, eh, Max?
If you say so, Miss Daisy. If I'd been driving, it wouldn't have taken us a whole month to get home.
Well, I've got to go drain the DeSoto.
You should have taken care of that before we left.
Somebody insisted that we drive through the Hudson Bay with the top down.
What the hell was that all about?
Unless I miss my guess, Sybil's being pursued by some kind of rogue semi-sentient interdimensional portal.
Huh.
Help!
Japanese snacks are always good.
Think we should try to help her?
Can't think of anything better to do.
I don't know, that seems like a lot of work.
Ah!
It's some kind of semi-sentient interdimensional portal.
Let's look at some bad
Christmas
news.
saved. Santa pronounced dead at the scene.
He's not dead, just in hell.
Probably best if we let the kids just think he's dead. Parakeet revolution quelled.
But I suspect the pigeons are still planning a coup.
Huh.
Better not.
I mean, fine, we're going to Bosco's. I better get a snack. Da-dee-da-dee-da-doo.
Hey, Bosco, what do you know about suddenly appearing interdimensional portals?
Well, I hear a lot of
Is it
things.
them?
What does it look like?
3 sides, reddish, chasing Sybil.
Oh, well, what you got there is a Bermuda Triangle.
Of course. Why didn't we think of that?
Wait, chasing Sybil? You mean it's here? Oh, that ain't good.
Oh,
that ain't
shnikes.
good at all.
What's the Bermuda Triangle doing all the way up here?
Yeah,
Sometimes they just like to wander. Unless it was summoned by THEM.
what? THEM?
Who summoned the triangle here?
I told you, THEM.
I really hope you're talking about the giant ants this time.
Giant ants? That's crazy. I'm talking about the mysterious cabal of controllers who summon the triangles as sentient portals to do their dark bidding.
Well, that makes sense.
If there's a triangle in our neighborhood, that means they're coming.
Why does the Bermuda Triangle have such a grudge against all those boats and planes?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, the triangle got a bad rap for that. Scientists say those accidents were caused by sudden explosive outbursts of methane gas.
Speaking of which...
Max, don't.
What, Sam? I was going to point out that many phenomena long believed to have paranormal causes have actually turned out to be far more mundane in origin. Only one phenomenon's tremendous power
Bigfoot?
continues to baffle scientists and defy rational explanation.
What's that?
Oh, god damn it.
Why has the triangle got you so spooked?
It's a bad omen, guys. They're coming for us. I'm going to work even harder to get my emergency bunker in shape, and I recommend you two do the same.
Is our emergency bunker in shape, Max?
It sags a little, but you try looking that good after 2 kids and a Y2K scare.
It's very true. Y2K was quite the scary ordeal.
How do we help Sybil?
Once a triangle gets imprinted on you, it's tough to shake it. But they say you can train them, if you can figure out how to communicate with them.
How do we communicate with the triangle?
Well, they're very attracted to symbols and sigils.
And Sybils, apparently.
Those two. They're not real picky. They're driven by shapes and colors. A pink rhombus makes it nostalgic for the 50s. A red octagon makes it stop whatever it's doing. A blue icosahedron makes it sit in its mom's basement and draw maps of dungeons. And they can't see or hear, so you've got to feed them a symbol of what you want them to do.
Dodecahedron?
We'd like to buy something.
I told you fools last time. The store's closed.
But I've been craving a pack of beef tarts for weeks now.
It's the delicious tangy candy that makes its own gravy. Help us out, Bosco.
Stop wasting my time. I'll never get the bunker ready if you two keep jabbering at me.
Bunker?
You can't close the store, Bosco.
Everything we value was bought or shoplifted from here.
Don't you see? The end is nigh.
Beef farts.
Nigh?
Exactly.
Yes, nigh. Wandering Bermuda triangles, strange radio transmissions. Don't you see? It's THEM. They're coming. I have to relocate before it's too late.
Where you planning to go?
Oh, You'd like me to tell you where my emergency bunker is?
Kinda, yeah.
No chance. You'll have to stop goofing off and build your own.
It's just like the fable of the grasshopper and the ant. If the ant were a paranoid lunatic.
And the grasshoppers, too, come to think of it.
Not that we're planning to hide in it, but where's your emergency bunker, Bosco?
For the last time, my secret bunker's secret location is a secret.
Fine.
Keep watching the skies, Bosco.
Always.
Max Impeachment Weekly, volumes 14, 15, and 16.
Volume 17 comes out next week.
Good thing. That's a
Hey,
good
Bosco, why do you need a periscope?
I don't. As long as this store stays above water.
Why wouldn't it?
Never you mind about that. And if we start to dive, don't let the pressure doors hit you on the way out.
Alright, an X-rated machine. Alright, well, I think he was
We've
just...
learned the hard way that tinfoil hats aren't much good against mind control or battle axes.
But they're a great defense against working microwaves.
Okay, okay. Okay, let's look here. Let's go talk to Jimmy Two-Teeth. Maybe he has something for us.
Well, well, Jimmy Two-Teeth. We were wondering where you'd scampered off to.
What are yous doing just standing there? Stop that thing! It already sucked up Big Otis and T-Bone.
Oh no, not Big O, it's T-Bone. Anyway, let's go to the office. Beep-bop-beep-boo, to the office. Hey!
There's nothing we can do to torture me Elmer that hasn't been done to him already.
Yeah, we were pretty thorough last night.
He has a point.
Hello, world. Uh-huh. He did? Uh-huh. That's so mean. But true. Well, gotta go, world. Call me later.
Hi, Max. It's Max from the future. I've come back to warn you. Don't forget the 12 monkeys. Also, tell Sam I said hi.
What was that about?
I'm making 12 monkey chili.
And do you usually forget to add the monkeys?
No, I just forget to peel them.
He's playing Space Station 13, obviously. Or 14.
This is the blood bank calling for Mr. Max. Thanks for your very generous donation, but we'd really prefer that people only donate their own blood.
Great. Now what are we gonna do with all those buckets of sea monster blood?
We could build a grotesque slip and slide.
Great idea. We'll call it the birth canal.
Hi, Max. It's Max from the future.
What was that about?
I'm making...
And do you...
No.
Alright, got it. Okay. Let's look around the old office.
The neighborhood's held up pretty well, what with all the Bermuda triangles and robot attacks lately.
Just wait until the 80-foot-tall lagomorph stomps it flat.
You're still taking those growth supplements?
Can't you tell?
Nice
Lagomorph.
work, Max.
So can I do you next?
Thanks, but I'm not letting you anywhere near my head with those hedge clippers.
Come on, you'll never feel a thing.
That's what worries me.
Yeah, that's... Oh. Well. Hey, the
We're
North Pole.
borrowing this from Santa's workshop until he gets back.
When do you think he'll get out of hell?
Probably right after it freezes over. Jimmy's old place.
I'm impressed. It's even more beat up than our office.
Yeah, if he thinks he's getting a security deposit back, he's crazy.
Yeah, that... it's definitely something that I wouldn't... Hey, Leonard.
Leonard looks surprisingly healthy for someone who's been in a closet for 6 months.
I've been feeding him.
Aw, you old softy.
I had to find some way to get rid of all those spiders.
Yeah. Good old spiders.
The finest in remote control fisticuffs. Flint's office feels empty without him.
Me too. I really love that guy.
Hey,
I'd
punching
hoped
bag.
that after getting a punching bag for the office, Max would stop hitting me all the time.
But that's how I show affection.
Well, could you stop loving me so much before 6 a.m.?
No way, Sam. I could never stop loving you.
Aww. Just like a kitty. Leonard did deserve quite a bit. You know what they say, cheaters never prosper, unless it's, you know, like real life. Then they prosper a lot. Puppy, just go for a stroll. Let's go talk to the garage.
Howdy,
Hello,
cops. How's the auto
gentlemen.
body business?
Hello, we're working on... Hello, we're working on the most...
Jeez, calm down, lady!
We're sorry, we cannot handle your request until you've taken care of the noise problem.
That's fine. Fine. You know what? Fine. We're gonna go eat at Stinky's then.
Oh, damn it! Stupid Spot!
Hiya, Stinky.
Oh, it's you guys. Hank and Jethro, was it?
Sam and Max, actually.
What are you doing?
What? I was just taking care of some cleaning.
If that's a bloodstain, you should be sure to use bleach.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Hey, Flint. I could use this.
Can we borrow your sign, Stinky? It's kind of important.
Well, okay. But bring it back. It's a national heirloom. That's the stop sign that would have prevented the Kennedy assassination if Connolly hadn't run it.
Look, Max, it's our neighbor, Flint Paper.
Hiya, fellas. Keep it on the down low, would you?
Flint Paper.
I'm doing surveillance.
Oh boy, real detective work.
Who are you spying on?
Some mug name of Bosco.
I don't have any quarters.
No problem. The jukebox only takes 20s.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's talk, Stinky.
Hiya, Stinky. What are you cleaning up? Is that a blood stain?
Don't be ridiculous. Blood? You act like I killed Stinky or something. Grandpa Stinky.
Oh boy, intrigue.
Oh, this is just cherry marinara sauce for the meatball banana split pie Italiano.
Well, that does sound tasty. Whatever happened to the original Stinky
Yeah.
anyway?
He retired. Went on an around-the-world cruise.
Stinky hated traveling. And water.
And the world.
Yeah, well, he must have changed his mind. So are you two going to order anything?
Yeah, finger guns retired.
What's Flint Paper doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. He's been here all morning.
Nervous about having a trio of ace detectives snooping into your little scheme, lady?
Oh, don't be silly. I just have to move some things out of the meat locker. But I can't if I keep having to refill his Java and empty his ashtray.
Next time you hear from him, tell Grandpa Stinky we said hello.
Oh, I don't think we'll be hearing from him ever again.
Because you sent him on a permanent vacation?
No, because he was a cheapskate and I refuse collect calls. What is it with you guys?
Good old collect calls from Bob Eddie Baby Eats a Boy.
A rogue triangle is chasing after Sybil.
Triangle? Yeah, that's not really my thing. I specialized in the more circular interdimensional portals.
Some expert.
Yes, Stinky. You're an expert in portals, like President Max is an expert in diplomacy.
Risk is more my thing.
What's the special today?
Oh, it's just a sandwich I whipped up for the Camp David Middle East Peace Summit in 2000. Roast beef, Munster cheese on a slab of granite on sliced sourdough. Nothing special.
A slab of granite?
Yeah, you know, for texture. On the kids' menu, I substitute a slab of basalt. It's easier for the little ones to digest.
Huh.
We're ready to order. We'd like the special.
Sure, granite sandwich coming right up.
Don't take it for granted.
I wanted the other special.
Oh, sorry. That's for kids only. FDA regulations.
Max would like the kids special.
That's for kids only.
But I have a childlike sense of wonder.
It's true.
I don't make the rules.
On second thought, I'm not that hungry.
If you say so.
I do.
Any ideas to help Sybil?
Drop that Lincoln guy like a bad habit.
We meant more short term, but thanks. Bye, Stinky.
Well, now we have sandwich and stop sign.
Why are you checking out Bosco, Flint?
For a client, Sammo. Said she was the poor chump's mom. She was a real no-nonsense dame, with legs up to here. Hairy legs, but still.
That sounds like Bosco's mom. Legs up to here. Okay, well, I see. Eat again soon. Inakcha.
Oh, it stopped.
Well, there's another case solved.
I heard screaming. Are you all right, Sybil, my... Whoa!
Oh, no!
What's
He's
happening?
getting head!
I regret nothing!
Abe, no! Be strong, my marble darling. I'll save you.
What?
As I was saying, there's another case solved. And with minimal casualties.
What do you think's on the other side, Sam?
Oh, I don't know. Probably some horrible alternate dimension ruled by incomprehensibly horrific ancient gods seeking to bring chaos to this plane. You want to jump in?
You can read my mind, Sam.
God, I hope not.
In we go! Do 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 do. More better blues. Because you have to jump in. Because it's just the way things are. Take that, Brady culture. Ciao! Pa-pa-da-dee-da. Aha! I love shooting stuff with a gun. It's the American way. Fork?
More tropical than I imagined a horrific alternate dimension to be.
Help! Help me! Help!
Oh, you big baby.
But my nose sunburns so easily.
I'll get it for you later. Oh, hi, Sam and Max. Are you guys on vacation too?
Vacation?
We are
came
now.
here to rescue you from unimaginable horrors beyond the portal of mystery.
You could have at least had the courtesy to be impaled on spikes or something.
Yeah,
aside,
really.
Harvey. You're blocking my tan.
Well, thanks for the thought, guys. But this place is great.
What was the name of it again? Rapa Nui?
Rapa Nui, the crux of all paranormal activity in the South Pacific, commonly known as Easter Island.
Ratatouille.
Because once you leave, 3 days later you can't wait to come back.
Abe and I thought this would be a great chance to get some alone time.
Giggity.
Emphasis on alone.
Ah, finally, someone has come to rescue us from the ancient prophecy.
Whoa, they talk?
Uh-oh, Sam. Ancient prophecies can only mean two
Love
things.
prophecies.
Tedious backstories and work we don't get paid for.
Let's hear them
Gosh,
out,
that
little
would be
buddy.
awful. Work
Well,
you
all
don't get
right.
paid for?
Maybe these giant stone heads have something interesting to say.
What's all this about a prophecy?
The Ancient One said this was going to happen. It's the end of our civilization.
I mean,
But you
it's
can
kinda
stop
already
the
gone.
prophecy and save us all.
What exactly does this prophecy say is going to happen?
yeah, tell
The
us.
carvers foretold a golden age of 1,000 years of peace. And then a terrible cataclysm. The great volcano god Ranakau would reawaken and rain fiery death upon the island.
Well,
Our noble
we haven't received 1,000
civilization
years
would
of
come
peace, so
to
we're,
an
we're
end.
pretty good.
Hot damn!
Sounds like we picked the coolest time to come. What do you want us to do?
You must stop Ranakau from erupting and destroying us all. Legends
catechism
speak of a
called
hidden
Max.
cave beneath the island where the ancient carvers built a means to pacify the volcano god.
In the mood for a little spelunking and volcano god pacifying, little buddy?
If by
Bet.
pacifying you mean squeezing the magma out of him like toothpaste from a savagely beaten tube, and by spelunking you mean spelunking, then yes!
We'll take the case.
Your Honor,
What does that mean?
like the Hawaiian word aloha, it can mean many things like hello, goodbye, or, as in this case, we're not going to pay you.
Aw.
Deadbeat really is the universal language.
Who are you guys anyway?
We are the Moai, guardians of the island spirit, keepers of the elemental power.
Sounds like either a good prog rock album or a bad animated series.
I control the power of wind.
Get out!
Well, I used to control the wind. Now there's not much point to it.
If you control the wind, let's see a demonstration.
Yeah.
I'm not really in the mood.
Not in the mood? Come on, blow us up a typhoon.
Ooh, just for
I
cattle.
guess I've
Love
just
play.
got a case of the blahs. I don't know.
Where is this ancient hidden underground cave?
It's hidden.
Cool it, Rocky. We were asking the middle one.
Unfortunately, he is correct. The entrance to the cave is shrouded in mystery, and the path is
Shrouded in
fraught with
mystery.
peril.
Fraught with peril or just rife with peril?
This is the kind of thing we need to know going in.
It's true.
Doesn't matter, you'll never find it.
What's the deal with all these triangles?
The ancients used them to transport the sacred stones and to travel all throughout the world.
And
Makes
for
little
practical
sense.
jokes, which weren't funny.
Have you heard the good news about rhinoplasty?
What are you implying?
Oh, nothing! It's good you're not bound by the conventions of traditional beauty.
I'm just the way the carvers made me.
Aw.
What do you guys do for fun around here?
There's not much for us to do except keep watch over the island and wait for our inevitable destruction. Oh, yes, and games of I Spy, of course. It's a palm tree. It's always a palm tree.
Come on, blow us up a typhoon.
You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your stone slabs together and blow.
I'm not really in the mood.
Does the prophecy say anything else?
Oh, there's a pretty good recipe for basalt brownies in there, but the volcano eruption and the end of civilization are the most interesting parts.
Basalt brownie.
How about us? Does the prophecy mention us?
Not that I recall. Oh, there's the creation of the world. Then nothing until the iPod, followed by the fall of civilization.
Not even a passing reference?
Oh, right. There is that bit about the coming of the shoeless dog and the horrifying mouth that walks, who would appear in the final days to wreak mayhem on the island.
I knew it! That makes an even dozen, doesn't it, Sam?
At least. What Paris Hilton is to celebrity gossip blogs, Max is to ancient prophecies of the apocalypse. Does the prophecy say anything else?
Oh, there's a pretty good recipe for basalt brownie.
Cheer up. Max and I will find a way to stop that volcano.
Will we, though?
Good. Then we'll be able to go back to our important work of sitting motionless and staring. At least we have something to look forward to.
Sure. Okay, that's some other puzzle.
Look at all this junk that's been sucked into the Bermuda Triangle.
Anything good?
Want to read the second half of the 20 Commandments?
Nah, I only support omnipotent deities when I'm the deity.
Understandable.
What's left of Noah's Ark?
So the legends are true! Someone really was crazy enough to save mosquitoes from extinction. And humans.
Live and learn.
Makes sense.
Hello, we're Sam and Max, freelance police. What do you do?
I'm the guardian of the stone.
What was that? I can't understand you.
I said I'm the guardian of the stone.
Still
Guardian
can't
of the
understand you.
stone.
Speak a little more clearly.
I said...
Oh, of the storm. Got it. How
Why
about
the
you?
long face?
It's just that we've been here for so long, and there's so little for us to do. I have to question the soul-crushing bleakness of our existence, and... Oh, wait. You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Took him long enough to catch on. The way that sob story was going, I thought he was about to show us baby pictures and have us sign his yearbook.
Not cool.
Do you believe in all this prophecy of destruction mumbo-jumbo?
Of course I do. I can feel Ranakau's anger rumbling even now.
Me too, Sam. I think those tamales from Stinky's are repeating on me.
Ah, scatological humor. Very classy.
You know, like in D&D, how there's clay golems? Imagine a scat golem. Yeah.
Cheer up, pal.
So, your civilization is coming to a fiery, cataclysmic end. Don't sweat it.
I'm glad you can joke about the end of our civilization. I don't find it particularly funny.
Hey, how many volcano gods does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Hackneyed and blasphemous.
Sheesh, tough island.
What's your story?
If you must know, I am the keeper of the power of Earth.
Sounds neat.
Yarth.
Why don't you give us a demonstration?
I'm not going to unleash the tremendous power of the Earth God on just a whim.
If we're going to help you with your volcano problem, the least you could do is shake things up a bit.
This isn't some game. I wasn't granted elemental powers just to amuse
hello,
you.
TK,
Are we gonna have to dig
554
this guy up to get the
6713?
stick out of his butt?
He wasn't always like this. There was a time, centuries ago, when the ground would shake with his laughter.
And there was a time when you didn't need a sandblaster to fit in your ceremonial dress.
That was uncalled for.
What's the problem, Mac? Stop being so uptight and give us a demonstration.
I'm not in the
T7
mood.
NW
Get lost.
HA, howdy.
Here's a good one. A Frenchman, a German, and a Maori are in a hot dog eating contest.
Don't bother. He hasn't laughed in over 500 years.
They just don't write comedy like they used to.
Relax, pal. You're gonna turn to diamond if you don't unclench.
It's not my fault you two aren't funny.
Lighten up, buddy. We're just trying to entertain the good people.
Yeah, if you just smile, it'd draw attention away from your prominent brow ridge.
So you're back to making fun of my appearance, Very original.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I mean, yeah. Okay. Play around with some of these triangles.
Check this out, Max.
Huh, maybe I could, like, tickle him or something.
It's the Fountain of Youth.
Make a wish, Sam!
Ah!
I wish there wasn't a deadly piranha swimming in it.
I never wish that about anything.
You know what we'd fucking do with piranha, right? Shoot the bastard. Maybe we should just feed him a granite sandwich. Break the
No siree.
Son of a bitch.
I can't reach it. The only thing that survived from the SS Minnow.
Did they ever find all those irritating castaways?
Nobody ever looked.
I mean, why would you look?
Check this out, Max.
Interesting. Hey, a picnic.
How did you find picnic stuff on a desolate island?
Easy. It was all in the picnic basket.
How's the vacation going?
Oh, the weather's perfect. And there's so much history and culture. The best part is that Abe and I finally get some time all to ourselves. With no distractions. Isn't that right, Abe? Abe?
What? Oh, yeah, right. Culture.
Have you met any of the locals?
Not yet. I wanted to explore more of the island, but Abe wanted to stay here.
The view's so much nicer here. Of the ocean, I mean.
Did you know that the native language has over 50 words for boredom?
I'm not bored, surrounded by such beauty.
Oh, Abe.
Just between the four of us, those Moai statues are real jerks.
Now you just shut your mouth.
Abe, I agree, Sam. They're all so sullen and moody.
Right, 'cause you're never moody.
I wish these Moai guys would stop being so depressing.
I've seen teenagers stuffed in lockers who were less emo than these guys.
You're just too shallow to understand them.
The volcano's going to erupt in a deadly rain of fiery magma. Aren't you worried?
Are you sure you're a dog? 'Cause you sound like a big chicken.
Oh, be nice, Abe. If it looks like the volcano's going to blow, we'll just hop back through the triangle.
Want to help us stop the volcano?
Bark, 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 bark.
Sam, please. We'll help you with your little adventures when we're not on vacation.
Have fun, kids.
Don't wait up.
So long, you two.
Lincoln, you big old stinky dinky.
Hey, Sam, look! Clues!
My wilderness tracking skills have gotten rusty, but something tells me this just might be the ancient entrance to the secret underground lair of the volcano god.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, Sam, he's got a little gun. Isn't he the cutest thing? Can we keep him?
Try not to get imprinted or shot, Max. We still don't know who this little tyke belongs to.
Jimmy Hoffa belongs to nobody.
You can't be Jimmy
Jimmy
Hoffa.
Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa was a ruthless union organizer and head of the Teamsters in the 50s and 60s, known for his ties to organized crime and his mysterious disappearance.
Good recap, Sam. Also, Jimmy Hoffa wasn't a diaper-wearing baby.
I'm not a baby.
Look at the way his little thumb pulls back the hammer. He's adorable.
People always showing me disrespect. I should never have started drinking from that fountain of youth.
What fountain of youth are you talking about?
That fountain right there, Brainiac.
You expect us to believe the fountain of youth is on Easter Island?
I can't believe it. I can't believe how perfect he is.
You've been hitting the fountain water a little hard, haven't you?
I do partake on occasion, yes. That's my business.
He likes his fountain of youth water, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit, a little bit.
Why'd you drink yourself back to infancy?
Look, I ain't got no problem, so don't go saying that I do. It's just a little discretion is required. Drink too little, and you have to go through puberty again. Too much, and bada bing!
Bada bing, bada boom.
Step aside, sport. We grown-ups have to take care of a great big mean old volcano god.
You and your companion will be wanting to take a step back.
Oh, look, he's trying to intimidate us. He's just perfect. Please, let's take him home.
Not now, Max.
Then when, Sam? My biological clock is ticking and I'm not getting any younger.
He has a point.
Is baby getting fussy? Is it his bedtime?
Stop it!
I wonder if his precious little skull is soft and malleable like a real baby's. How can we find out?
Is baby gassy? Does baby need to be burped?
Get out of here!
We'll give you a nice big rattle for that dumb old gun of yours.
You two are seriously trying my patience.
Sam, let's teach him the wrong words for things.
Why'd you drink yourself back to infancy?
Look, I ain't got no problem, so don't go saying that I do. It's just a little discretion is required. Drink too little.
Playtime is over, son. We've got important work to do.
I'm expanding my enterprises back here, and I'd hate for either of you to get hurt in the construction.
We'll take that risk. We're freelance police.
Freelancers? That's worse than scabs.
Oh, shit.
We're going bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
You'll stay gone if you know what's good for you.
Sam, look how his little eyes and the barrel of his gun follow us. I could squeal.
Wee, wee, wee. Let's go to the tiny dicky.
Looks like we've stumbled into some primitive tiki bar, Max.
Oh my god.
It's spring break! Woo!
Pipe down, chucklehead.
Oh, I was hoping to get into a Lagomorphs Gone Wild video.
Howdy, boys. Haven't seen you around before.
Sam, they're all babies.
Stay calm, Max. They're more frightened of you than you are of them.
Hiya, fellas. What brings you to our little slice of paradise?
Sam and Max, freelance police, ma'am. And we're here to stop a volcano. You babies are in danger.
Shut up. We're not babies. God.
He's right. Pleased to meet you, boys. Don't be fooled by the diapers. We've been around the block a few times. My name's Amelia Earhart. You've already met Mr. Charles Lindbergh Jr.
Whatever.
And that other fella is one Mr. Dan Cooper.
Hey, how y'all doing? Call me DB. Everybody does. Did y'all fly out here?
Tex, we found him. We found DB Cooper.
What gives? You guys have been missing for decades.
That's the funny thing about this island. It's easy to lose track of time.
You don't call, you don't write. You've had conspiracy theorists and documentary filmmakers worried sick.
Whatever. You can't tell us what to do.
Why haven't you gone home?
And ruin a clean getaway? Heck no.
They don't understand me at home. My parents are so stupid.
And I made a drink order in 1973. I'm not leaving until I get some service.
You look younger than in your pictures.
It's that dang fountain. Once you start drinking from it, you can't stop.
We had to put the fountain off limits, or we would have drunk ourselves out of existence. Ironic, ain't it? I made my reputation being a woman unafraid to wear pants, and now I'm wearing rubber pants.
Heyo.
It must have been a big adjustment going back to wearing diapers.
Oh, not for me. When you're in my line of work, it helps to have some extra protection, if you know what I'm saying. Did I ever tell y'all about how I dodged them feds and jumped out of a jumbo?
Only like 1,000,000 times.
How'd you manage to all regress to exactly the same age?
It was a very carefully planned and executed drinking game.
You take a drink every time DB says the word parachute.
What do you guys do for fun around here?
We used to ride the bucking surfboard until we drank ourselves under the height limit.
Dang, that son of a bee was a hoot and a half!
See you around, kids.
Alright.
Hey, Max, want to see how I won all those surfing trophies back in school?
No, I don't want to see you cry to the PE teacher and then beg me to club your competitors in the knees. Why?
Oh, you're just jealous of my more plausible center of gravity. Watch this.
Watch out for flying bottles!
Shit. I was not
You
expecting
lost,
that.
Sam.
True surfers don't lose, pal. We just bide our time and hop on the next wave.
True surfers don't flail their arms and shriek like startled raccoons either. I'm pretty sure you lost.
Prepare to have your socks knocked off, little pal.
I don't wear socks, Sam.
Just humor me. I feel better pretending that you're not naked.
Radical.
Watch out for flying bottles!
Ride it. Hang 6, Moon Doggy.
Hot dang!
Yeah.
Well, that was entirely pointless.
I mean, it's not true. Hey, Tiki Torch.
Purely decorative.
Yoink.
The diaper rash. Ingredients: bourbon, guava juice, mint, and talcum powder.
Oh.
The pacifier. Ingredients: kerosene, pepper spray, dihydrocapsaicin, and wasabi.
It's our space station.
Water.
14 recipes.
Ingredients: artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and water.
Let's talk to baby.
Hiya, boys. You're new here, right?
Sam and Max, freelance volcano stoppers.
Well, gosh, I'm glad to meet you. I'm Glenn Miller. Well, maybe you boys can help me out.
You're a missing person?
We thought you were dead.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I was here 20 years before I believed I wasn't really dead.
Hated to break it to you, Glenn, but all that hot playing was getting annoying.
How'd you end up here?
I was on a mission for the Air Force, and I flew here.
You mean your plane was sucked through a portal into an alternate dimension and deposited here?
No, just got kind of lost and crashed on Easter Island. You ever get a song stuck in your head and you can't get it out? It's downright distracting.
Why didn't you ever go back home?
I can't go back now without a big comeback hit. It'd be anticlimactic.
What's Benny Goodman like in person?
Benny could do things with a clarinet that nobody else could. Well, thank God. One night after a show in New York, well, I'll just tell you, it was the damnedest thing I ever saw, and leave it at that. Well, there's a lady present.
Was Count Basie really a vampire?
A golem, actually, but we never held that against him.
Those were simpler times.
A shit golem.
What do you need help with?
Well, I'm trying to find just that perfect sound for my next big hit.
Oh, is that all?
Well, gee, thanks, but I don't want to just put out a repeat of my early stuff. It's got to be new and fresh. But I'm stuck on two things. I need a catchy melody, and I need a good train sound.
You need a melody and a train whistle for your song?
You bet. I'm pulling out all the stops. This song's gonna be about all the things the kids are into these days. Trains, and sock hops, swing dancing, methamphetamines.
But how are we going to find a new melody? You've been here 60 years and haven't been able to.
Give me a break, guys. I'm teething. Baby Lindbergh Baby tells me that electronic music is popular now. Maybe I should try that.
Keep on rocking, Glenn.
Word.
Word to your mother.
Where did you find so many femurs?
My old horn section. Say hello to Jack, Don, and Rochester.
That's awful.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, these guys still can't hold the high notes.
Nothing says remote tropical island like the steel pan.
Except dysentery.
Alas, Gene Krupa. I knew him. I'd better not. Last time I played the bongo, I started a bloody decades-long tribal war.
Best open mic night ever!
I think it's a D sharp. It's an empty tea kettle. Tempest not included.
Tea kettle. Could use some water, and it'll make a train noise.
The fire's not intense enough to boil the water.
More fire! More fire!
Well, that's easy. You just give it a little bit of, kerosene. Praise be to Zorg.
Pardon me, boys. Was that the Rapa Nui choo-choo?
No, it's just an eerily accurate simulacrum of a train whistle we constructed out of everyday household items.
Don't say simulacrum.
Well, that's perfect. That's just the sound I need for my big hit. Well, now I'm just stuck on the melody. Help me with that, would you?
If I had a hammer...
Oh, you can take that mallet if you want. I was going to use it for percussion, but I decided to go in a different direction.
Any direction that doesn't involve hitting things with hammers is no direction I want to go. Thank you and good day, sir.
I said good day. Now let's get a melody going. Bonk everything, damn it.
Nothing doing. Nope.
Bonk the baby.
Not happening.
Bonk the other babies.
No way.
Bonk the wife out.
Nah. Nuh-uh.
Maybe shoot the pea. Shoot the
I'm
baby.
not going to shoot a baby.
Why would you? It's so much easier to just give him a plastic bag.
Oh, Max. Alright. Well, wait a moment. Look at the diaper rash.
The diaper rash. Ingredients: bourbon, guava juice, mint, and talcum powder.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna need that one. I wonder if they have a melody in mind.
See you around, kids.
No. Well, fine, you failed jerks. There you go, baby Hoffa.
Want a drink, Mr. Hoffa?
Jimmy Hoffa cannot accept a drink from non-union waitstaff.
You want it in your sippy cup.
I want it served by a dues-paying member of the Waitresses Union.
How do we get into the Waitresses Union?
Fortunately for you, I am the union leader and also dues collector.
Yeah, I know a setup when I see one. I suppose you want a favor to let us in the union.
Prove you can keep from spilling on the paying customers. take a tray of drinks, and ride the bucking surfboard without dropping anything.
All right, easy enough.
I'm gonna take another crack at that surfboard.
Watch out for flying bottles!
No way.
Woo-wee!
Ride that sucker!
Is that all you got?
Hot dang!
Well, that was entirely pointless.
No.
Max, check this out.
Ow-wee! Hot damn!
Hang 6, Moon Doggy. Ride it.
Oh, I see.
The sun was in my eyes.
What?
Oops.
Radical.
Ow-wee! Hot damn! Hot dang!
You rode that thing like Marion Davies at the Hearst Castle.
Now do it with me on your head.
Not unless one of the babies lets you borrow his diaper. You're too easily startled.
Well, I see. Oh, Ether and Hunt, thanks for the 69 bits, my buddy boy. Beba Huffa, here you go.
How about that, Hoffa? Didn't drop a single bottle.
Impressive, I must admit. All right, you're in. You're lucky I'm very thirsty. Now get me a drink.
There you go.
Thank you.
Our little man's going to need changing.
Try it and I'll shoot off both your paws.
Alright, that didn't work. Maybe we give him some, Oop. Some pacifier? Give him some. Probably want some, try this.
Thank you.
Alright, fine. I think, let's look here. I bet we need to get one of the liquids and pour it on like one of the heads of the Maori. Put some diaper rash dispenser.
Hey, Max.
Yo,
Talk to you later.
call me.
So probably get him to laugh by. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Do this. I'm gonna shoot this. Okay. There's this.
Check this out, Max.
Okay, yeah, this is the one.
Nope.
What? Little horse.
Check this out, Max.
Oh. Alright, well, how about this?
Nah. Nuh-uh.
Sandwich? No, okay.
Nothing doing.
Waitress tray?
No siree.
Alright, let's go check around. I think we can go talk to the robot boys now. Alright.
Howdy, cops.
garage.
Anything new in the auto body business?
Do you want to have ladies love you and men want to be you?
Naturally.
Make that dream a reality with our brand new car horn.
With a captivating melody composed by our resident musical maestro. OMFG, I want one!
All right, enough with the sales pitch. How much?
It is not for sale. Denied!
We're sorry. The Synthotronic Audio Enhancer is available exclusively to beta testers of our new augmented reality game.
Do you guys know anything about Easter Island?
Accessing Ellipsis Easter Island was founded in 1914 by former members of the ATS progressive rock band Asia.
Located off the southwest coast of your mom, the island is considered by many to be the birthplace of television personality Ryan Seacrest, as well as American jazz music.
I see you're still doing all your research on the internet.
Information wants to be wrong!
Does he, though?
Do you know anything about missing persons?
Have you tried looking on Easter Island? Most end up there.
Really, you don't say.
How do you stop a rampaging volcano god?
I love that joke.
Gets me every time!
Tell us about this new game you're working on.
That is correct. It will revolutionize the entire industry.
A music-based video game.
Boom! We are sorry. Did we just blow your mind?
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't like to brag, but my prowess at Banjo Legend Extreme is pretty renowned throughout the tri-state area.
And I've been banned from 27 local arcades for playing Forbidden Dance Insurrection in ways the designers never intended.
Does not compute. You are saying that music video games already exist? Failure!
How things been in the neighborhood?
There has been a dramatic increase in folk instrument-related automobile accidents.
Oh, right. The 10,000-man Scottish polka march is in town this week.
My favorite time of year.
The streets are filled with accordions and bagpipes stacked like so much cordwood.
We hate bagpipes!
We'd like to pimp out our car.
We want some 18-inch Blitz Type 4s, a 6-valve PTX chrome intake, double-injected Gunther regulators on the back 10, and some neon on the undertow that flashes Morse code saying, "Check it out, biatch!"
All we have is the car horn.
Sweet!
The Synthotronic Audio Enhancer is available exclusively to beta testers of our new augmented reality game.
I'll take the case.
How do we play this game of yours?
In a world where folk music instruments litter the mean streets, your mission is clear. Destroy all the bagpipes!
Bagpipe Obliteration Ultimate!
Don't we have to destroy the bagpipes at the right time, earning more points the closer we get to being in rhythm with the soundtrack?
That's way too complicated! Calculating that would require processing power far beyond error, not a number.
Just destroy all the bagpipes to win our exclusive new car horn.
We hate bagpipes! Would you like to play our game?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to the Pimplicar Music Challenge. Your goal is to drive over the bagpipes, and only the bagpipes.
Bring the noise!
Ready? Go!
Excellent.
Congratulations, you are a winner!
I bet Sam Mac could run over 1,000 bagpipe players and get off scot-free. That's a good one, UNC Samurai.
Congratulations, you've won the exclusive Pimplicar Audio Enhancement Accessory!
Amaze your friends! Be sure to come back soon and play again.
But Sam!
Don't worry, Max. I'll put it back before we go cruising again.
Nice. Okay. Alright. Let's go talk to Bosco. I have a feeling we need to talk to him real quick. Tell him about he's being watched.
Hey, Bosco. What do you know about Easter Island?
Why? Who told you to ask me that?
Just some guy outside in a black suit and sunglasses.
Seem to know a lot about you, Bosco.
They're getting closer.
Bosco, has the water been tasting funny to you?
You noticed it too?
Ever since we saw those government guys working on the pipes down the street.
It tastes like control and makes me want to pay taxes.
Good thing I distill, sanitize, and recycle my own water.
You know anything about those black helicopters hovering outside?
Stop trying to freak me out, fools. I'm busy.
Hey, Bosco, did you know you're being watched?
Do you guys even know me? Of course I know that.
No, we mean right now, from inside Stinky's.
Y'all just trying to make me paranoid. You think I don't have a camera inside Stinky's? I'd know if I was being watched.
Where's the camera?
Oh, it's genius. Hidden inside the pie that nobody ever eats.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
And by the way, tell Stinky her place would look a lot better if she didn't have that big black lump in the boot that looks like a small intestine.
Do you have any honey bunches of pumice brand cereal?
Yes, it's good. And it's good for you. And it's all for the bunker.
Do you have any stim packs and radiation chems?
Sure do. It wouldn't be a good emergency bunker without them.
Fallout reference.
Do you have any zombie repellent?
Get out of here. There's no such thing as zombies.
That's just what they want you to think.
Do you have any powdered drink mix?
Cases of it. In every flavor you can think of.
3-day-old rigatoni stuffed with marshmallow peeps in an orange soda reduction with a hint of cilantro.
Every flavor a normal person can think of.
Do you have any eyeglass repair kits?
Not much worse than being stuck in the apocalypse with all the time in the world to read and then have your glasses break.
Y'all think I'm an amateur?
A reference
This
to,
bunker is going to be 100% irony proof.
Gosh, what is the old, not the Outer Limits, the Twilight Zone, one of the original Twilight Zone episodes, yep.
Do you have any
Look, for the last time, it's all for the bunker. Give it a rest already!
Not that we're planning to hide in it, but where's your emergency bunker, Bosco?
For the last time! My secret bunker...
Fine, fine.
See you, Bosco.
Not for long.
Alright,
Get away from me!
Oh, jeez, don't be a dick.
Get away from me!
Come on, don't be so mean. How about some diaper rash drink?
Get away from me!
Oh. Dun dun dun.
Hiya, Stinky.
What? Oh.
Hi, Flint.
How goes the stakeout?
Getting interesting, fellas. Bosco may be on the move.
Yeah?
He's acting awful suspicious.
Oh, that's just Bosco.
Alright, well...
Looks like somebody already had a slice.
That explains all those ambulances this morning. And the screaming.
Maybe if I can ask her for a
Hiya,
snack
Stinky.
pie.
We're ready to order. Max would like the kit.
That's for kids.
But I...
Hey!
Never mind. Have you ever been to Easter Island?
Oh, sure. I lived there for a few years when I was growing up. My au pair was surfing legend Miki Dora. Taught me everything I know.
What can you tell us about Easter Island?
It's kind of boring, actually. There used to be a tiki bar near the fountain that was pretty good. Terrible service, though.
What else can you tell us about Easter Island?
Actually, not wrong.
Don't drink the water.
Bye, Stinky.
Okay. Get to Sybil's?
Sybil's office is closed.
What does she do now, anyway?
I don't know, but whatever it is, she's doing even less of it than usual.
You're not wrong. No, I wanted to... That's okay. We can go give the horn to What's-His-Bucket.
So long, you two.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Hey, Glenn, listen to this action.
That's fantastic. Who wrote it? Bring him with you so I can work with him full time.
I don't think he'd like it here.
No outlets.
Well, in any case, that's the perfect melody for my new hit. Let's get started making musical history, boys.
Let's get making music history.
There's a demo on that conch shell. This is going to be huge.
Are we going to get a producer credit?
Talk to my agent.
Alright. Here you go, babies. Thirsty?
They've already got their drinks.
Alright, so probably what I need to do now is I need to give him the Fountain of Youth.
What's left of Noah's Ark? So long, you two. Not happening.
Okay.
So long, you two.
This isn't bad. It's got a good beat. It could do without the train sound, but the rest, it's downright toe-tapping.
What is that enchanting whistling sound?
Abe, are you even listening to me?
No, not really. Little jerks.
No way. Come on, blow us up a typhoon.
You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your stone slabs together and blow.
I'm not really in the mood.
Keep up the good work.
Irana Korua.
It's a silver gong.
Oh, dong it. Alright, so maybe drop something on his head.
Nothing doing.
So
Not happening.
Honk.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
Okay.
No siree.
Okay. You have to find something funny.
No way.
What would you find funny?
Nah. Nothing doing. I can't reach it.
That one definitely isn't done yet. Alright, so I'm gonna do something with the fountain.
Relax, pal. You're gonna turn to diamond if you don't unclench.
It's not.
Don't go anywhere. No siree.
Alright, let's try talking to Lincoln now.
So long, you two. So long, you two.
Alright, that one's there.
Nuh-uh. Not happening.
Anything? No?
Nope.
Alright, well I can.
Nah.
I love the buried Moai best of all, 'cause he rains down the hate.
Maybe.
You'd probably make more friends if you'd just enunciate more clearly.
Alright, so I need to put something on his head to capture the lightning. So, a lightning rod of some sort. Alright, UNC Samurai, you have a wonderful evening. Tiki torch?
Purely decorative. See you around, kids. Nothing says remote trouble.
Except...
He needs more... I think it's a... How's progress going on your song?
Oh, that. I released it already.
That was fast.
Digital distribution, boys. The hard part is fitting DRM into the conch shell.
Uh-huh.
Was your song a big hit?
Well, Spin said it was hopelessly dated, and Blender called it Chattanooga Doo-Doo.
So you decided to update your sound?
No, I decided to say screw those guys. What they know about music isn't fit to fill my diaper.
What are you working on now?
Well, I'm trying some more experimental things, you know, spoken word pieces, the hip-hop, some found percussion, you know.
And no more of that crusty old songs about trains nonsense.
Gosh, no. My new piece is going to be called Meet Me on the Maglev.
Keep on rocking, Glenn.
Meet me on the maglev.
Water. Ingredients: artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and water.
Okay.
Oh, Abe, isn't it beautiful with that gentle breeze and that melody in the air?
Love is in the air.
Abe? Ever since those heads started talking, you
Hey,
haven't heard
Grubface.
one word I've
Radio
said.
with 5 viewers,
Right.
welcome.
What? Oh, I mean, they talk? I hadn't noticed.
So anyway, for our next vacation,
Hey, Wendy. Sybil, have you ever thought about getting some surgery done?
What?
I was thinking, if you had your nose stretched out some, maybe squared off the head a little, you'd look fantastic. Not that you don't look nice now, of course.
That is it! You've done nothing but stare at her this entire time.
Come on, I'm a man. I'm not made of stone. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean,
Stony
all
man.
right.
You're just in a mood.
No, I'm not. I will long remember what you said here, and I will never forget what you did here. I just can't believe you'd insult me like this. And on my birthday.
Did somebody say birthday?
Birthday!
Ole!
Wonderful.
Wow.
And again, I forget to bring my video camera.
Things didn't go so well with Sybil, huh?
She was cramping my style anyway. So, Miss Moai, how you doing?
Get bent, Beardy.
Fair enough.
Jeez.
No way.
How about,
Want a delicious sandwich?
I can't. I'm going swimming later.
what?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, I wonder what I'm missing now. Alright, Jimmy, let's duck.
Miss me already, chumps? Well, I ain't coming back no matter how much you beg.
The place just isn't the same without your persistent funk and wheezy snoring.
Yeah, well, I'm done with that rat hole. This new place is extra class. We're gonna do it up nice.
Okay.
Nah. No siree.
Come on.
Not happening. Nuh-uh.
Bonk.
No way. Too bad this only protects your car from meter maids and not giant robots, carnivorous plants, or vengeful spirits.
You park in this neighborhood, you take your chances.
It's true. Let's go to the convenience store. We're gonna play him some songs and stuff. And... Let me conk you.
Get away from me!
Alright, well, how about we talk to you?
Hey, Bosco. So long, Bosco.
Huh.
What are you listening to?
Don't touch that! That's my only contact with THEM.
Can this tell the difference between earthquakes and zombie uprisings?
What do you think earthquakes are?
Zombie
Hey,
uprising.
look, it's our old friend Hepatitis A. And Giardia. We haven't seen you guys in years.
Wow, has it been that long since we ate here?
I always thought enlargers would be smaller.
An enlarger.
Don't fool with that! Don't...
We'll find something.
Don't...
God bless America. All right. Bum 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 bum. Dot dot cha cha. All right, we're gonna go to Stinky's. Maybe there's something. Yeah.
Hiya, Stinky.
What? Oh.
Let's look. Maybe.
He looks like kind of a wuss.
Maybe that's why.
Nothing doing. This your pipe, Stinky?
Yes, I looted it from the corpse of a 50-foot Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Nah.
There you go.
Nothing happened. Why doesn't Stinky's gong work like the ones on Easter Island?
It's her stinky pipe. Oh.
Stinky's has a no smoking unless you're Flint policy.
Sounds a lot like their policy on homicides.
How's the stakeout going, Flint?
Shh, this is make or break time, boys. He could hightail it out of here at any second.
I'm cold. Let's go back to the island.
I don't know how to tell you this, Max, but I think this new so-called Stinky imposter murdered the real Stinky.
Well, duh.
We'll have to keep an eye on her.
Want me to break your legs so you can convalesce in an apartment across the street while I occasionally flit in wearing diaphanous gowns and discuss the case as a metaphor for our relationship?
I'm trying to think of a much stronger word for no. How do you think Stinky got rid of the body?
The pie does look a little whiskery today.
You'd think the Board of Health would do something about this place.
Or PETA, or Greenpeace, Amnesty International, the Red Cross, the WHO, the ACLU, the CDC, or the Vatican.
Greenpeace was here last week, but they had trouble dragging the boats along the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever tried Stinky's coffee?
I use it to degrease the pistons in my Wii.
Well, that sounds more disgusting than it really is.
Like Shia LaBeouf.
That volcano threatening to obliterate Easter Island sure seems insignificant now that it's half a world away.
I think you just encapsulated my whole foreign policy in a single sentence.
I'm out of things to say.
And I'm out of minty-flavored tooth.
Okay. So that must mean... Can shoot the Tam Tam.
Hey, cops, what's new?
Goo is overrated!
We'd like some of those decorative decals.
Simply destroy rare objects on the road, and if we deem them worthy, we shall award you a commemorative decal, free of charge.
See you, cops. Keep a song in your hearts.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't need all the decals. I guess I could, but... Alright. So I must be missing something here. Alright, got this one.
No siree. Nuh-uh.
So the conch only works on this.
Too bad those moai are made of stone, or the buried guy would electrocute himself every time he got mad.
Yeah.
What's left of Noah's Ark?
Alright, well I have an idea. So, get him whistling.
You seem irritable. Want to talk about it?
It's nothing.
When that middlehead starts whistling, whoo! Wow, she really blows.
Okay, okay. So put the conch in. Starts whistling. Now we gotta piss him off.
How's that dirt tasting?
Alright. So, do this. Come on, would you run? That's really annoying.
How's that dirt tasting?
I'm starting to see triangles when I...
Shut up. Change both gongs and the storm fries the fish. I see what you're saying. It's just, I can't do it in time. He doesn't whistle long enough. Huh.
Not happening. No way.
Alright, let's try this, I guess. Yeah, see, look at that. There's just not enough time.
Stupid piranha. Shouldn't it be battling electric eels?
If only had some partner. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever tried to stop a volcano before.
Not unless you count that time in the Philippines.
If it's the Bermuda Triangle, why does it go to Easter Island? That's not even in the same ocean.
Maybe it comes here for vacation, like everybody else.
Preposterous, but logical as always, chum. Let's take in some sights.
Or vice versa.
Why, hello.
How's that dirt tasting?
You know what? Maybe... Alright. So that is not it. I can have enough time to shoot one gong. That's it. Okay, well. Maybe Sybil's over here and I can talk to her or something.
Gruesome.
My old...
What do you guys do for fun around here?
We used to ride the bucking surfboard until we drank ourselves under the height limit.
See you around, kids. This place is pretty nice, isn't it, Max?
I'm nervous, Sam. What if the paparazzi get a picture of me hanging out in a baby bar? Think of the rumors!
The rumors!
Talk to you later.
Alright.
Moai Scat. Bye-bye now. Don't you think it's amazing that you found that picnic basket full of food?
I've got more important things to worry about.
Nothing doing. Want a delicious sandwich?
I can't.
Yay.
You know what would cheer you up? A granite sandwich.
A granite sandwich? That's the best you can do? Apparently your taste in cuisine is as refined as your sense of humor.
I don't know about you, Sam, but I'm ready to chisel this guy a new one.
Nope. Not happening. Nah. No siree.
Too bad those moai are made of stone, or the buried guy would electrocute himself every time he got mad.
Yeah, I get it. Every time he gets mad, he'd electrocute himself, but...
Want a delicious sandwich?
Open your mouth! Oh, right, you can't.
And I changed the gongs to club. I can. Yeah, I can get as soon as I get the fountain water, but I have to get rid of these frickin' piranha. what I want to do, it's just too many moves.
Nope. Let's see what else is in here. Hey, Jane Austen's lower jaw.
Don't get too excited. We're still 2 tibias shy of a complete set.
Leonardo da Vinci sketches of a cold fusion reactor. A fully playable beta of Sam and Max, Freelance Police. A cure for polio.
I think you mean polio.
And what's so bad about polio? Nothing but junk.
Yeah. Alright, so let's try this.
Nothing doing.
When that...
Nuh-uh.
Okay. I get it, Max. I get it, Sam. You want me to do something. In regards to Mr. Angry Head.
No way. Nope. Not happening. Nah. Nuh-uh. Want to listen to a new Glenn Miller song?
Yeah, I love Glenn Miller.
Sorry, didn't catch that.
I'm starting to see triangles when I shut my eyes.
Oh, this is annoying. Okay,
Let's take in some sights.
Or vice versa.
what else have we got? Yeah, go ahead. Shoot any suggestions you want.
What's the problem, Mac? Stop being so uptight and give us a demonstration.
I'm not in the mood. Get lost.
Don't go anywhere. The only thing that survived from the SS Minnow.
Did they ever find all those irritating castaways?
Nobody ever looked.
Alright, take the conch and shrink it. Okay. Yeah. I think I tried to put it in the but he complained. Wait, it's an enlarger.
Yeah, don't fool with that!
Yeah, he won't let me play with this shit.
Get away from me!
I'm cold. Let's go back to the island.
Okay, something back at the island. Yeah, it's an enlarger, not a shrinker.
No way.
Sybil's looks open now. Did it? Nope. Looks still closed. Yeah, she ran away from the gate. I don't know where she went. I mean, I have to use the conch to the portal to do something. So, like...
Stupid piranha. Shouldn't it be battling electric eels in the Amazon?
Maybe... Hey, is there any way I get the stupid Maori head to just...
Have another listen to this new hit.
Oh, okay. That makes things a lot easier. Now I feel really dumb. Sometimes these games, man. These fucking games.
How's that dirt tasting? Anybody have any malt vinegar?
Alright. Now we get the fountain.
Drink it all, little buddy. All the good youth is at the bottom. Well, did it work?
I guess so. I think your music sucks and I want to stay out all night.
You already do that, Chowderhead. Now let's hurry up before our voices start changing.
Alright, let's get the kids menu item.
What happened, Sam? I feel a sudden urge to vote.
We're not as young.
Okay, okay. So I gotta drink it while I'm there. Let's go get that first. Go to Stinky's, get the basalt sandwich.
Now that's an odd feeling. Hey, what gives? The fountain of youth water is gone. Have you been sneaking into my inventory?
Don't blame me!
Stupid man.
Oh, God. Okay. There you go, Mr. Hoffa.
Thank you. This tastes familiar. I can't place exactly where... Oh, wait. I remember.
Sorry, Max. I know you were getting attached to the little guy, but it's for the good of the island.
Attached to who? Oh, right. Did he leave his gun?
Alright, well, let's go in the cave, I guess.
Anybody home?
We're here to fix your volcano, god.
Interlopers! You dare
Sea
violate
monkeys.
our most sacred sanctuary!
You're all in danger. The volcano's going to erupt.
I don't like how their tentacles move.
You threaten defeat! You must answer to our leader, the High Priest!
Oh, no.
Mighty Kamehameha doing donuts in a splintered paddle boat. Look, Max, it's the spectral form of Mr. Spatula.
That's just our dead goldfish.
Blasphemy! You anger, High Priest! Almighty One, what be the punishment?
Lub.
High Priest has spoken. You to be executed.
Now hang on.
What you have say for self?
You can't execute us. We're the freelance police.
Killing us would bring down the wrath of legions of fans and licensors.
Not to mention the ASPCA.
We no like killing. Speak for self. But we must act on will of High Priest. He our only conduit to mighty feat.
Think about what you're doing. You seem like a fairly reasonable group of, what are you anyway?
We are the Underfoot, protectors of the sacred home of Ranakao, the volcano god.
The air breathers call us ocean chimps. We no like that name.
Your high priest is a false prophet.
That very serious claim to make
Could make us lose tax-exempt status.
How you back it up?
With a fillet knife and some sushi rice.
Kill them!
We know that imposter is lying because Max is the true high priest.
He does have feet. Maybe Shula's dog speaks the truth.
Look, we ancient civilization
Give it
that
away.
worship giant feet who speak to us through ghostfish, high priest. We're not gullible. If White One with mouth truly is high priest, he prove it by fulfilling the ancient prophecies.
I bet there are 3 of them.
He knows our ancient traditions. Maybe he really is the chosen one.
Ancients say that an outsider will be anointed by the feet,
The feet will recognize him.
and he will perform great miracle to feed his people.
What was water becomes delicious treat.
And the island itself will show us the face of the true high priest.
He appears before us in the living rock.
Explain this whole anointed by the feet business.
The great feet speak to us through the high priest. The outsiders stand under the great feet. They move to show they accept him.
What kind of miracle are you guys looking for?
Prophecies say the high priest feed us all by turning water to Banang.
Banang! Banang!
Banang?
A delicious banana flavored drink that fortified with essential vitamins and minerals.
Niacin! Riboflavin!
What do you mean about the island showing his true face?
Prophecies say image of true high priest will appear to us in the cavern. That prove our high priest is the one. Look!
Dun dun dun.
You mean that image of Max?
What? You crazy? That no look anything like Max.
Max have 2 ears.
That just a seashell. Rock next to it look exactly like high priest though.
It miracle!
All that is Max.
We believe it when we see it.
We fair people. We give you until sundown. You prove White One is high priest, and we no kill you.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. You worship feet?
Yes, the great feet that hang over us always.
Oh, man.
The ways of the world are written in the toes.
The first toe go into the world to bring food to his people, while the second watch over his people always.
One go to market, one stay home.
The third teach us to appreciate bounty of nature, while the fourth teach us purity of the fast.
One have roast beef, one have none.
And when the end times come, the fifth toe return to deliver his people home to paradise.
Wee, wee, wee.
All the way home.
We'll be back.
Remember, death at sundown. Don't be late.
I won't. Okay.
It's some kind of ceremonial urn.
We eat ritual food from there.
Like still beating hearts of victims.
Or party mix.
Nothing doing. Even if we could reach them, I don't think they're ticklish. Our guns don't work underwater.
Reason 976 to get me that harpoon gun.
He has a point. He has a point.
That precariously hanging stalactite looks awfully familiar. It's the entrance to the lava machine.
That only used by High Priest.
We're in his entourage.
His entourage is just me. Only I can open magic door.
Maybe we'll stick our hand through and... So, I need to... hello.
Some interesting seaside reading.
Is it piloting for imbeciles?
Nope. The Desperately Lonely Traveler's Guide to Easter Island. For the most relaxing trip on Easter Island, bring plenty of basalt. It's a mind-altering substance for the Moai that helps them tune in, turn on, and drop out.
Ah.
The plane's radio still seems to be working.
Hello? Hello? Is anybody out there?
We are observing your Earth, and we'd like to make a contact with you, baby. Attention! Charlie, India, Oscar, 10172006. You're listening to Get the Let Out Weekend on 107.7 KSAM.
KSAM, Easter Island.
Over and out.
I know you're out there.
There we go.
Tora, Tora, Tora! Attention! Charlie, India, Oscar,
This one,
10172006. We are observing your Earth.
What?
We have come at last. Prepare to meet your doom.
I knew it! Oh, I'm ready for you suckers. You just try and find me.
We heard that, Bosco. We are not amused.
Can't talk. Gotta go.
So now I can use the enlarger. Because Bosco's gone.
Crates full of video games about crates.
Nice.
No siree. Nope.
Alright, so I need to make him laugh to drop the ear.
It's the Desperately Lonely Traveler's Guide to Easter Island, 1963 edition. For the most relaxing trip on Easter Island, bring plenty of basalt.
Okay. So, go to Tiki Glass.
To youth.
Get here. Alright. Okay, so I can't get past this spot, so. But what I think I need to do then.
Hiya, Stinky.
What? Oh.
Is they have a gong here.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Would you shoot? Alright, fine. Need to enlarge something, so I'm not quite sure what we need to enlarge. So we're gonna go over to Bosco since he's no longer here. Enlarge the granite sandwich.
No way. Nah.
Mallet?
Not happening.
Glass?
No siree.
The horn?
Nuh-uh.
Conch?
Nothing doing. It's the Desperately for the most
Okay. A gun. Okay, maybe I can...
Nothing but noise.
Wow. Banana. You need banana. Oh, yeah.
Hiya, Stinky.
What? Oh.
Alright, well, let's... Stinky.
Hiya, Stinky. We're ready to order. Never mind. Bye, Stinky.
She's the headline, page one, the Tribune. She's at brunch.
Looks like somebody already had a slice.
That explains all those ambulances this morning. And the screaming.
Playing cocktail angst on my pursuit. Thinking about the rings on the great Raquel.
Nah.
Banana, huh? Where am I gonna get a banana?
And so I wrote this extremely.
Bosco's. I didn't see any bananas at Bosco's, but I wasn't really looking. Oh, there's the Benang.
Think Bosco would mind if we helped ourselves to some Benang?
Good question. Another good question. 1 can or 2?
One should be plenty.
What if we enlarge the Benang?
No way.
Alright, well that's fine. Alright, so we got the Benang.
You've got your whole family in there?
My whole crew, except for Three-Eyed Lenny and the Gooch. God rest him.
What happened to them?
Let me just say, you don't want to be hiding out in a robot's exhaust system when it loses control of its motor functions.
Makes sense.
It's a silver gong.
Okay.
Stupid magic water evaporates if it gets...
The Benang in there.
Hey, chimps, watch as High Priest Max performs a great miracle.
Oh, mighty feet, hear my command! What was once water, make flavorful drink for my people. What was once colorless, make yellow.
That not impressive.
What was once without sustenance, make enriched with calcium, which is something our bodies need anyway.
Just get on with it, Max.
Eureka! Benang!
Benang!
Benang! Eat like a party in the moat. Eat miracle! Mighty feet grant you great power. But you still not satisfy all three prophecies. Rules very explicit on this. Show us two more and we're convinced.
Okay.
Nuh-uh. Nope. Nothing doing. No siree. Not happening. Nah. Nope.
Yeah, well, I need to make him laugh. Need to make him laugh so I can drop this down.
It's a gong for summoning one of those silver Bermuda triangles.
Okay.
It's that sea snail's disgusting red residue. It's an incontinent sea snail. I hope that's red ink and not something else.
The world beneath the sea is both wondrous and completely disgusting.
Alright. Sea snail.
Not happening. Nuh-uh.
Interesting.
Nothing doing. Looks like some kind of master control lever.
That magic push to talk phone let you talk to Volcano God. Only High Priest get to use it.
No siree.
Alright.
No way. Not happening. Nope. I like his natural color. It's his personality that needs changing. Hey, my friend Max bet me a quarter that you can't make it lightning again.
You can't tell us what to do!
You're not our real father. My best friend Max has something very important to say to you.
Boobies.
Whatever.
Boobies.
My best friend Max has something very important to say to you.
Boobies.
I'm pretty sure it's distant.
Whatever. Max said that volcanoes were cool and you were stupid for wanting to stop it. And when I told him to shut up, he pulled out a gun and shot at me.
Nuh-uh, Sam started it.
Look, I'm not good with kids. Can I just give you some money or something to make you go away?
Lame. Bang, bang. Pachoo, pachoo. Pow, pow.
Huh.
That's so stupid. This junk is radical.
I saw it first.
You're scary looking.
Did you know you got a big mole on your face?
Are you wrinkly because you're old or because you worry about a lot of stuff?
Did you mean not to grow a mustache, or was it a shaving accident?
You do realize I could crush you both, right?
No. Okay. So we have to color something red. Maybe...
Nothing doing.
Alright, we'll try going to Bosco's with the kids. But... Alright.
No kids allowed.
Fascist.
Hey Max, I wonder if being young means we'll have to take biology again.
This just keeps getting better.
Hey, you're just jealous.
Hey Max.
This...
Okay.
As if. Lame.
Alright, so maybe we drink it inside there?
Stupid magic water evaporates.
Yeah. Can't go in there. Okay. Alright, so I think we have to paint something in Stinky's. Because, look, she's trying
Hiya,
to
Stinky.
get the ink
What?
off.
Oh.
Nuh-uh.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
Red improves digestion.
Don't try to argue with feng shui, Stinky. It's science.
Okay.
I never really expected that to work.
Paranormal entities are dumb and gullible.
Water break. Alright. So now... Sip of coffee here. Now... There we go. Okay.
Hello, Miss Stinky.
What do you boys want? Do you have money to pay?
Drop the attitude, lady. I'm the president.
Max.
President's adorable nephew here for a visit.
Yeah.
Well, since I know the president personally, I guess it's okay. What's your order?
We like the special.
You're in luck, boys. I've got one already made. One basalt sandwich coming up.
Why, thank you.
Aren't you gonna cut the crusts off?
I've, misplaced my knife.
You probably left it in the real Stinky's body. It's an honest mistake.
Oh, that's silly, you little rascals. Now, run along and play before I call child services.
No, not child services. Run! Run! Alright.
Hey, look. We got you a mouth-watering basalt sandwich.
Basalt? It's been a while. What about the rabbity
Like
guy?
bath
Is he
salts?
cool?
More or less.
All right, quick, before my carvers get back.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
That's good
That
basalt.
is some kind basalt.
Dude, don't bogart the sandwich.
Oh, man. It's like I can taste colors.
Get a load of Cheech over here, Max. He's lit up like an arsonist's birthday cake.
No way, Sam. It's been like 5 seconds. He can't be that much of a lightweight.
Oh, yeah? Watch. Sorry, sir. We just accidentally killed your puppy.
You crack me up, little dude. Oh, whoa. Hey, you guys want to order a pizza?
Well, what if we're like all dreaming now, and what we think is a dream is really reality?
That would explain why I'm always showing up at places with no clothes on.
That's true.
Dude. Oh, wait, what?
Hello.
Hi there.
Dude. Oh, wait, what?
Peace out.
Later, dudes.
Alright. So we got him to laugh. So that probably shook the ear down. Right? Yep, there it is.
It finally shook loose.
Make sure you get my good side, Sam.
You have a good side?
Dun dun dun.
Look, over here. It's an image of the true high priest, Max.
How'd that get there?
Such good
Look
logic.
just like him. It uncanny. That appear completely out of nowhere. Mighty feet. Show us face of true high priest. But you're still not high priest yet. Must satisfy final prophecy.
Hello, chimps. What are these
prophecies?
How does Max get anointed by the feet again?
He stand under the great feet. If he true high priest, the feet move to show they accept him.
Thanks for the reminder. We want to get Max anointed up.
Okay, we humor you. Oh, mighty feet, give us a sign. Do you recognize this white stranger as your servant?
Nothing!
Give it a minute. The feet just don't recognize me without the mustache.
You waste our time.
We killed him now?
No.
Okay, so somehow I gotta get their feet shaken. So this is the one where I'll probably do this. There you go.
Let's get...
Oh, do you...
Praise to the true high priest!
Look! Feet move! He must
There
be
we
high
go.
priest!
Now we got the feet
That's
to
right.
move.
Bring the love. Good to see you too, mighty feet.
Sign is clear. Mighty feet anoint you as high priest. Give blessing. Prophecies are fulfilled. The feet have spoken. True high priest has returned.
People of the feet, all shall love me and despair.
No time for that now, little buddy.
High priest, take rightful place on altar.
We've got to get up there and stop that volcano.
So wait, we still get to kill them now, yes?
No. Now we deal with imposter.
Imposter! Dun dun dun!
Phony so-called high priest, what have you to say for self?
Yeah, what gives, Mr. Spatula? I thought we were pals.
He say pals? Ha ha ha! Then he spit derisively.
Blup.
Now he say, me welcome death. Better than suffer tyranny of imprisonment on stale fish flakes.
I knew I should have taken him for more walks. I blame myself.
I blame you too.
I blame you as well.
No, he say, you think you won, Sam and Max. You really just step in trap. I send Triangle to summon you here, and you stupid primitives to waste your time.
We not primitive, we have cell phones.
He say, now you too late to stop volcano. Fascist oppressor Sam and Max get herbal tea and foot rubs once and for all.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Does this thing go any faster?
Now he say, that not what I said at all. Me confused, not herbal tea and foot robes, rain of fire and drowning magma. I always mix
We
those
should have
up.
taken the express pod.
Now he say, come Sam and Max, come to your doom. In my spectral form, I am invincible. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Okay. Okay.
Now he say, my medallion! No! Cannot be! What world? What world?
What a world.
Take him to
What
the
a
sacrificial toilet bowl!
No, the liquid hot magma.
No time, Max. We're too late to stop the volcano. What do we do? It says, in case of emergency.
Press it, Sam! Press it!
I suppose now's as good a time as any. I wonder what that did.
What?
Nothing more we can do here, Max. Let's go up top and check out the situation.
What?
It's too late. The volcano's already going to erupt.
What?
Hey, look! I had the parking brake on that whole time. Whoops.
Makes sense.
It's the official signet of the Ocean Chimp's High Priest.
Don't I get to wear it?
We don't have a chain long enough to fit around your enormous head, chump.
Better grab this sock crown. BEA beautiful.
No way.
Alright, I have a plan. There is a little tiny schmliggly up yonder.
Bloody-nosed Euclid doing the Eucharist on a nitro-burning catamaran.
That's the second biggest Bermuda Triangle I've ever seen!
Seems to be spinning out of control, too.
Nice.
Well, there goes our only way home.
I fail to see how this is helpful in an emergency.
This is it. The volcano is about to explode.
Bogus.
Help us, Sam and Max.
I will. Alright, what can I put in here?
I don't see a red octagon anywhere.
Maybe... Fountain of Youth this shit?
That only works on people.
Got it.
No siree. No time to chat now. The volcano's about to erupt.
Maybe...
How's that dirt tasting? No time to chat now. The vol...
Think.
Maybe it's not too late to make it up to Sybil.
I don't know, Sam. He really screwed the pooch on that one.
She'll come back. They always do. Mary Todd, Sybil, the South, they just can't stay away from the L-Man.
Get some more dye.
Stupid magic water evaporates if it gets too far away from the...
Yeah, I get it. Sure. Huh.
Nah.
All right. Paint repellent hands, take us away. Yeah. Blarg.
I hope there's nobody on the other side of that triangle.
I don't care.
Oh, you said it, dude, bro.
You've done it. You've broken the prophecy. You've saved our ancient civilization from destruction.
So, sweet thing. Now that's over with. Let's say you and I find somewhere private to get sedimentary.
Yeah, I think we should spend some time apart.
Your loss. Can I get a ride with you guys?
Our portal back home is gone.
We're gonna have to swim!
Do you float, Mr. Lincoln?
Only one way to find out.
I get to ride on his dewlap!
You can only call that once we get in the water.
I guess we just sit here for another few thousand years.
That sucks.
As with customary with any point-click adventure, you have to go through long periods of time in the game where you're trying to figure out what the fuck is your need to click on when you click on everything. Pretty normal, pretty standard. But that's another episode of Sam and Max Down. I hope you've all had a wonderful evening with me. I had a lot of fun playing this one, even though I was frustrated at some point, because sometimes the game just doesn't seem very intuitive. That's one of the bad things about point-click adventures, honestly. But that's what they are. You know, eventually you'll find it out, or not. Anyway, this has been AkLonewolf, WBPL 76. I hope you've had a wonderful, wacky Wednesday. Just had a lot of fun. Tomorrow, or next week, we'll pick up with episode 3. And we'll call that good. Because we're gonna get through all of them, is the plan. Shit.
Dude.
There they go. Well, on that note, we're gonna call it an evening. Thank you for coming and watching, everyone.